No wonder you have low testosterone. You feel like shit. You have no energy. Your feeling for competitiveness and drive in this life is nothing. You are a lack of a man, and no wonder. You have not been awoken to the world that we live in and the truth behind our bodies. Testosterone, this hormone that we have as dudes, is our most powerful asset, because without this in our body, maximized, improved, we are a shell of who we can be. Now today I want to talk about how you've been living your life, how the average person lives their life. We live in a world where we're at the lowest point in men's testosterone throughout all of history that we know of, that we've been measuring. It's been on the decline, and you look around us and you see the averageness. Now, to look around and compare yourself to other people, I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that can be used in a good way if you don't destroy your mental health doing it. But if we go touch on something about diet, I would say the majority, like if you had an 80-20 rule where it's like, okay, what's the 20% that you can do that gets 80% of the rewards for testosterone? One of the main big groups in that would be your diet. The average diet for, well, the normal individual is shit. You wake up and, like, I've lived a very average, normal life. I've had moments. Of course, I'm unique in my own ways, but let's go into the diet. Is you wake up and the first meal you have is processed milk and some random ass cereal. You don't even know what it's made out of, but it tastes good. But you have a headache. You have a headache afterwards eating fucking breakfast. That's not normal. You're putting this food in your stomach that you've ate for so many years that you've gotten used to, that it feels, one, weird to not eat it, and two, you feel like shit when you eat it. So your diet, if you don't maximize it, if you just float throughout the day eating your shitty school food, maybe you have work and you on your lunch break, you swing by an aisle and you grab some chips, you grab like a shitty sandwich, and this is the food that you're putting in your body to fuel yourself? Like, come on, is this really how you're gonna live your life? Is by fueling your body with such shitty food? And the activity that the normal people do, I remember when I was in middle school, like I wasn't really in the gym, I wasn't too social, I wasn't too outside. No wonder I felt like shit and my hormones were fucking whack. Because you know how I spent the majority of my life? Besides eating shitty food, I was locked in a room. No vitamin D, no sunlight, no activity. I sat on my ass till I went to bed. The most walking I did was to go to the fridge and eat. To go do some chores around the house. Maybe I'd walk around the store if I had to go shopping with my mom. But look at this. Look at the way we're living. We're antisocial. We don't play enough sports. We're not outside. We're not going around learning and eating the right food, living the right life. And this is why we have such bad testosterone. The average person has not had a moment in their life where they get rid of this procrastinating sense of, I'm just gonna stay, I'm just floating through life. Us as young men, you and I, have the spirit in our heart to improve, because we know what it's like to live in poverty, either mentally or physically, and we want to change that for our future, for the better of the world. And we have this cause in our hearts to change. So for this testosterone, is you can just think about it as, I should be doing what the majority of everyone else isn't. I'm going to stop playing video games. I'm going to stop eating this shitty food, because this is how they go through. You feel terrible. I was camping this weekend, and none of us really brought any real food, and brought snacks, and we pretty much ate that for 2 days. And yeah, I felt terrible. I felt almost sick, to a sense of, this is how a majority of people eat. No wonder they get fat and ill. So to maximize your testosterone, in a sense, is to not be like all these other sheep. Not to be like these people that just eat all this junk food that sits on their ass. If you fix just your diet and how much you go outside and walk, that is leagues above. And you might not just have, perfect testosterone now that you did those two things of being active and fixing your diet, but it's going to be layers above the life you were living beforehand. I just think it's amazing if you can look around and see the average person. Yeah, it's rude and you maybe get egotistical and get this arrogance, but damn it, we should have that in our heart. If we can look around and say, okay, I'm doing so much better than everyone else because I'm doing X, Y, and Z, that's good. Now I'll take those along with me to the top if they want to come. But if they don't change their ways, then I'm leaving you behind. Now that's a whole side topic for another video, but just ponder, like, no wonder we have the lowest testosterone. Like, shit, I even look at my younger brother, and I don't want to get into his personal life because this is not about him, but he's going through the same shit that I have done, is sit on his ass and eat the wrong food and play video games all day and watch TV all day, and I can't express how that makes me feel, because I want him strong. And I want you guys strong. I want a generation of strong young men. So don't be like the 90%. If you have to be alone in this race, in this world, and you have to sacrifice so much to improve and be better, then do it. Because this hormone, this testosterone that we have, it's some of the most important shit that we have. And if you can maximize that, maximize your mental health, you will dominate the world. So go out there, eat some healthy food, hit some weights, fuck some women, and like and subscribe for more videos like this.